Ladies and gentlemen, we now proudly present Billy the Squid.
Hey ladies and gentlemen. You know, they say that the grass don't be wet in the morning. But it do.
That was Billy the Squid.
Hey guys, I'm the Digi-ologist, and today is a lesson I know you guys have all been waiting for. A fan favorite mon, loved the world over. Well, strap in, cause today I'm finally gonna do a Digi-ecology lesson on Gesomon. I'm willing to bet that like one or two of you just learned that that's his name. We'll go over what a Gesomon is, what they do in the digital world, and of course, whether you'd want one as a Digimon partner. Let's dive in. Starting by taking a look at this squid boy, Gesomon is a champion level virus attribute mollusk type Digimon. For those wondering, mollusk is the phylum in which real world cephalopods fall into. Gesomon has a white squid-like body with black markings on his mantle. That's this part. Also, coming off his mantle are these large teeth-like structures. Just under these are his real teeth. And jaw. A mouth, you might say. My boy got that Malbolgia jawline. Gesomon have 8 stubby little tentacles at the base of its body, along with 2 large ones on either side. I wanted to call these arms, but as it turns out, in cephalopods, an arm has suckers running all the way down it, while a tentacle only has them at the end. Boom! Science. At the end of the larger tentacles are 3 large black claws, which, by the way, some squid have. Look at it. They hide them in their suckers. If I have to be cursed with this knowledge, then so do you. In terms of attacks, our Molluskmon has some variety. First up is Knight's Dome. Using this, Gesomon hits the enemy with a dome of water, or a wave, or a vortex. See? Variety. Next, Gesomon has Deadly Shade. This is where he fires ink at his enemy, sort of like a real-world cephalopod. Using this, Gesomon can blind his enemies to either earn him a nice sneak attack, or make an escape. Finally, there's Devil Bashing. Unfortunately, this move isn't where Gesomon beats the demons out of somebody. It is, however, an attack where he unleashes multiple strikes against his enemy using his clawed tentacles. Either way, you catching them hand tentacles. It works. So, with all that out of the way, what does a Gesomon do out in the digital world? Well, first things first, I'm the realist. But secondly, Gesomon lives in the net ocean. While they can survive on land and even move around, it's awkward and they are much better in the water. To be fair though, I'm supposed to be on land and I'm still awkward. Gesomon are predators, like real-world squids, though they are not mindless killing machines. Each Gesomon has its own territory and hunts exclusively inside of it. If something escapes its territory, it will not pursue it, stopping at a boundary only known to it. However, they are not called the White Demon of the Deep just because they look like my great-granddad's pointy ghost costume I found that one time. Any Digimon that enters into a Gesomon's territory is seen as either prey or a threat. Either way, it will attack the invader relentlessly. I like to think that to determine which Gesomon gets which territory, they have an annual meeting, like a less annoying version of an HOA. So, what can this tentacular dude become? Well, if you want to keep the mollusk motif, simply allow Gesomon to continue brutalizing anything in its territory. Maybe introduce him to the eldritch gods lurking between the stars, and soon you'll have your very own HP Lovecrafted nightmare, Dagomon. Maybe you want someone a little less horrifying and more of a goofy guy. Well, you're gonna need to train your Gesomon's speed to its highest level. Once it's high enough, he should digivolve into the less creepy Divemon. He just looks like a goofy guy to me, I don't know. Maybe you're less of an ocean-faring voyager and more of a swamp enthusiast? Well, by letting Gesomon absorb some amphibian-type data, soon you'll have your own 500-pound frog, Shogun Gekomon. Finally, do you like Gesomon's Demon of the Deep thing, but wish he went a bit harder with it? Well, do I have good-ish news for you. Allow your Gesomon to absorb some Devil and Fallen Angel data. I recommend Digivolution for this. And sooner than you are ready for, he'll become Marine Devimon. My lawyers would like me to remind you that I am not responsible for any harm or, drownings that this may cause. Do at your own discretion. So now, we're at that final question. Is Gesomon a good Digimon partner? Well, first up, if you can't swim or don't like the water, you're out. The best and likely only place to find these guys is in the sea. Now you could fly above it, but chances of finding one on the surface are low. Let's say you dive into the ocean. A place of unknown horrors and endless nightmares. Be careful, Gesomon is a fight-on-sight type of mon. And if you're on his turf, you are a target. Sure, some other ocean-faring mon can stop him, but it's probably best to avoid the fight. Instead, take a few days to figure out the borders of his territory. Once you got this knowledge, you can meet him just outside and try to communicate with him. Now, I don't know what squids or women want, but I don't think power of friendship's gonna work here. Honestly, my best recommendation is maybe promising to expand his territory through service to you. Now, assuming that worked, congrats! You now have a territorial mollusk that can barely move on land. Yay! Obviously, he's not passing as human in the real world, so drop the idea of taking him out. Plus, on land, his combat skills are pretty weak. But I'm not just gonna dump on this poor guy, cause I know the situation in which he shines. Evil underwater lair. That's right, if you have an evil underwater lair or fortress, Gesomon is the perfect partner to guard it. Heck, get a whole army of them. Their attack anything in their territory mindset is perfect for fending off nosy do-gooders. Plus, their underwater combat abilities are pretty good, with their ink being especially useful to make a hasty exit. After all, these guys aren't going to be super cuddly and friendly to you anyway, so why not make them your minions? Oh, and if you're wondering why it has to be an evil underwater lair, that's simple. Anything underwater is evil, except sharks. They're cool. So, my final verdict is that I don't recommend Gesomon as a Digimon partner. Unless you are the Digimon equivalent to an Aquaman villain. Then go nuts. So, that's Gesomon. Did you guys learn anything new? Do you think you want Gesomon for your Digimon partner? Do you want to be an evil underwater Digimon overlord? If so, comment down below. And if you like this kind of Digimon content, please like and subscribe. It helps immensely. As always, guys, I'm the Digiologist, and thank you all for watching.